Mariners game wasn't bad, wasn't the best Mariners game I've ever seen, but it was a lot better than I've seen. Julio hit a home run again. And the fact that Julio hit home runs in the last couple of weeks or a couple of days just makes me happy. He's one of my favorite players in all of baseball, not just on the Mariners. I have players I like off the Mariners. Like I like Otani. I like Aaron Judge, even though he plays for the Yankees. Mariners won 9-5, scoring 5 runs in the first inning when Polanco reached out a fielding error. Julio scores. Randy scores. Dude, thing. Anytime you can force a fielding error, great. Mitch Garver got a double that scored 2 runs, which was absolutely amazing because Mitch Garver's not been having a great season. And actually, I saw a stat the other day that said he'd been batting 100 since the All Star break, which isn't good. What I did not like about yesterday's lineup was it was JP, Julio, Cal, Randy Arozarena, Jorge Polanco, Justin Turner, Dylan Moore, Mitch Garver, Victor Robles. Now, Robles being in the 9 hole, and he had 3 hits. JP had none, but he walked twice and struck out twice. Mariners had 36. Mariners had 9 runs on 9 hits, 7 walks, 7 strikeouts. Only struck out 4 of the Angels. Gave up a home run to Tyler Ward, whatever, 1 run. Gave up another Julio homered. If you told me on August 31st Julio Rodriguez would be entering play with 13 home runs, I would have asked you, did he miss 3 months? But no, it didn't happen. He just sort of, you know, didn't play great, but his swing's been looking a lot better since he came back. Moniak with his 10th homer. Brandon Drury got his 3rd homer of the season, and I think they've all come against the Mariners. Robles scoring a couple runs for people, or batting in a couple runs, and then Turner with the sac fly. Just some of the most amazing team ball. Managed to figure out a way to actually go around and play. What I don't like is that JP went out and was out. Julio walked, Cal out, Randy doubles, Polanco error, Justin Turner hit by pitch, Dylan Moore hit by pitch, Mitch Garver doubles, Victor Robles singles, JP Crawford walks, and then Julio, as the 11th batter of the inning, strikes out. I like when guys strike out, I just straight up don't. But if you're the 11th batter of the inning and there's 2 outs and you strike out, ever. Because honestly, you've scored 5, 6 runs at that point, maybe more. But yeah, you should be a player going up there trying to do some damage at that point. And if you strike out, whatever, you were trying to do the right thing. But when you just go up there, first play of the game, first plate appearance and strike out, not fun. Now, I understand that striking out happens. I also think it's hilarious that Zach Neto, after getting hit by a pitch, just said, "Screw it, I'm going to steal second and third base." Because, like, I would do that. If I were a baseball player and I got hit by a pitch, I would steal second and third. I just think that's just the way I would be. If there was nobody on second and third, I would steal second and third. But, you know, Mariners have a game against the Angels tonight and a game against the Angels tomorrow before a couple against Oakland for the last time ever. The Mariners will be going to Oakland. Not because Oakland's leaving the division, but because the Athletics are leaving Oakland, which is unfortunate. So, yeah, not a pleasant experience to know that it's the last time the Mariners are going to get to play in Oakland, simply because Oakland has great fans. They deserve a team. And I know the Athletics have moved Philadelphia all over the place. They won a World Series in Philly. They've won multiple World Series in Oakland. They were like the 3rd winningest team over the last 20 years before 2020. And then ownership just said, screw it, and we want to move to Vegas. What I'm really also excited about is the Mariners have made a roster move of Fire down to Tacoma. Fine. He might come back up tomorrow when rosters expand. And they have selected the contract of Luis Arias from AAA Tacoma. If you remember, Luis Arias was outrighted to AAA earlier in the season after not playing great. He hasn't exactly lit things up to kind of, but he's been better. And honestly, I feel like bringing him up here, maybe even just to learn from Edgar, is going to help. The Mariners have a better batting average and are striking out less under Edgar, and may in fact actually not lead Major League Baseball history in strikeouts. They still could, but yeah.